In 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Freeman, the ball carrier.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he's going to try and do this himself. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. second and long. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills nothing. Brandon McManus set.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. And they'll run the screen with Bowden. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On second and goal, here's the option. Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bills nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They run with Bowden, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Get out the field, defense. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
2nd and 2. Completes it to Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mike's 56. We own them. Trap 60.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 35, Bills nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
51. Come on, D. 51's mine.
They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 56. Mike 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Bills nothing. Brandon McManus set to
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check,
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Pierre Desir in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Dolphin first down.
What we got?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
On the carry.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 56 the mark.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the
you know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Chubb. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Second and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Freeman.
The handoff.
Darren Lee there to get him down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Third and 5.
On the ground, it's Bowden. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Today's final.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they helped.